Hi friends, welcome to this 5 things I wish I'd known before I'd gone to Walt Disney World sort of vibe video today. If you're new to the channel, I want to welcome you. And if at any point you like what you see, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, all those things. And if you've been here before, welcome back. We're just going to roll right into this, try to keep the video as short as possible. So the first thing I wish I would have known before I went to Walt Disney World is about dining reservations. The first time we went in 2013, booking dining reservations wasn't as easy as it is now. I mean, you did them online or you could call the restaurant directly, which are 2 options still. But, we didn't have My Disney Experience app or any of those ways to do it like we do now. But it still should have been something I thought about. I just didn't know any better. And so, for example, we were at Epcot one of the days and we wanted to get some food, actually have a sit-down meal, and we got in line for Le Cellier. And Le Cellier is a pretty exclusive place to be. So we got to the front of the line and the lady was like, what's the name? And I told her my name and she was like, oh, I don't see a reservation for you. And I was like, oh, we don't have one, we're willing to wait. And she was like, the first available reservation we have right now is 3 weeks from now. And I was like, whoa, what? And if we had just taken the time, especially back then when you had, 180 days or something to make advanced dining reservations, to book a couple of them, things would have been a lot easier for us. We did end up being able to eat at Coral Reef. They had a walk-in available for us. But we got lucky with that because sometimes there will be nothing available. And yeah, especially busy times of year, you could end up with counter service only. The next thing I wish I'd known about is the fact that Disney often has special offers. And they have a tab specifically dedicated to what deals and offers they have available at any given moment. And what I realized after the fact is that there actually was a hotel discount available for the dates that we were staying. And I just didn't know to look. We would have saved, I believe, 15% off a night, which would have been a good, probably $100+ saving overall. And yeah, we just didn't know. The other thing I wish I would have known, and I don't know if this would have really changed anything about how our trip was structured, but I wish I would have known that water parks and even the hotel pools and stuff are open in January at Walt Disney World. When we left where we live, it was like 20 degrees outside. We didn't even, swim clothes were like the furthest thing from our mind as far as what to pack. So we didn't pack anything. And when we got there, we realized, oh, hey, it's actually warm here and it's sunny and the pools are all heated and the water parks are open and, all these things. And we were just so confused by that. I don't think we would have gone to the water parks had we known, but we definitely would have brought swim trunks and stuff to go into the hotel pool, which is something we didn't really get to experience at all. The next thing I wish I would have known is that we could have worked in a resort day. Well, we should have. Now when we go, we try to, unless we're with family or whatever, we try to build in a day in the middle of our trip that's just a relax and chill day. We usually don't like to do more than 2 days in a row at the parks because it's a lot. It's a lot of walking. Your feet start to hurt. The third day, you're not mentally in it the same way you were the first couple of days. So you aren't as devoted to experiencing the park that you're in, like you would be otherwise. So building in that resort day allows you to experience the amenities that your resort has to offer, but also gives you a break from the parks. And as I get older, I definitely appreciate those a lot more. I just can't hang anymore, y'all. And the last thing I wish I would have known about is bell services. So the reason why this is important is when we were booking our flights for that trip, we made sure we booked them around the time that we would be checking into the hotel and checking out. And those flights are sometimes not the cheapest flights. Like, you could sometimes come in really super early in the morning for cheaper, or, leave on your final day later in the afternoon for cheaper. Especially, if you're willing to wait for like a late evening kind of red eye on your way home. That can be smart. But the reason why we didn't do that is because we didn't know that there'd be somewhere to put our luggage. And back in the day with Magical Express, they would actually get your luggage from the baggage claim and deliver it to your resort hotel for you, which was great. But we were worried about the back end. Where would we put our luggage on that last day when we're, going to Disney Springs or trying to explore property or whatever? We just didn't know that we could drop it off at Bell Services. One thing I always say, though, is make sure you have cash to tip them. Those guys rely really heavily on tips as part of their salary. So, don't be that guy. But yeah, that concludes this video. Those are the 5 things I wish I'd known before going to Walt Disney World. Let me know if there were things that you experienced on your first trip to, to the Florida resort that you wish you would have known, or, issues that came up that could have been prevented had you known about that possibility, or, ways to prevent them. And yeah, let's open up that discussion. I want to thank you all for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all those fun things. We'll talk soon, and you all have a good night.